Hello, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to CoreVision 2022. And thank you for coming out and joining us this evening. We're very flattered to have you here this evening. And we hope you have a great time this evening, build some new relationships, catch up with old friends, enjoy the hospitality, the food and drink. We've got coffee and desserts tucked away in this corner, should you need them later on. So before we get going, I've got a couple of obligatory things which we have to mention. So number one is restrooms, through the door, down to the right from where I am. And in the event of a fire alarm, please use the fire escapes so they're clearly marked. Don't use the elevators, and the congregation point is on the parking lot out front. So with that, that's me done for right now. I have great pleasure introducing the boss, the CEO of CoreAVI, Mr. Damian Fozard.
Thank you. Firstly, thank you, Neil, and welcome everybody. I think I speak on behalf of us all to say it's really nice to be able to meet in person again, and it's really nice to see all the innovation up personal and close, and being able to touch it in the halls over the last few days. Thank you very much for coming out to our event. It's the first time we have shown at CES and put an event like this on. It won't be the last. I think we're really pleased with how this is working out. It's also really a pleasure to be able to thank two companies who've sponsored this event and are with us tonight, Disti and Basemark. Joe and Tiro and your people, thank you very much for being here tonight and for supporting CoreAVI in our event. And thank you, Damian Hill, for traveling from the UK to the US in difficult conditions. We all know what it's like to go through airports at the best of times. With the latest outbreak, it's even more so. So, Damian, thank you very much for coming to join us tonight. It really is a great time, I think, to be an innovator, a disruptor, an engineer, or a technologist. We've sort of had 50 years of the world becoming more and more digital. You know, if you think, if people in the room, careers stretch back quite as long as mine. I remember mainframes, MS-DOS, dial-up internet, you know, and a whole host of other technologies that are now gone. We now live in an age where in our pocket we have an entire world of entertainment. We have the ability to book a hotel room with a company that owns no hotels in terms of Airbnb. We have the ability to summon rides from Lyft and Uber, taxi companies that own no cars. The whole world has changed. 20 years ago, we wouldn't have been able to imagine what we'd be able to do from a little device in our back pocket. 20 years ago, the mobile phones were still looking a bit like they did in Star Trek, you know, like a communicator. Now they're a completely different set of technology. We're starting to see robots. We're starting to see self-driving vehicles. We're starting to see autonomy come into the world. And that's, for me, is fascinating, because what that is it's all that digital technology that we put in our back pocket coming out and playing in the physical world and interacting with us and changing the way we do things on a fundamental scale. And I think right now we're just seeing the tip of the iceberg. I believe we're about to be part of the age of autonomy as we solve a lot of the fundamental problems of automating the real world. Elon Musk put it very well. I don't normally quote Elon, but this is he nailed it, and I haven't found a better idea yet. You know, the real world has infinite degrees of freedom. You know, that's what makes the challenges of autonomy really, really interesting. And for us, safe autonomy, how to control that, is even more of an interesting set of problems because of that. CoreAVI has been privileged over the last couple of decades of working with some of the best companies in the fields of defense and aviation. And we've got to work with some amazing companies on some amazing projects. the X59 being one of them, where we're doing the kind of sensor fusion problems that we're seeing in automotive. They're just doing them at Mach 1.5, which is in itself is a challenge, and having to also get flying certificates for doing those kinds of tasks. It's an interesting set of problems. We're enjoying the challenge of that, working with NASA, who's a great organization, obviously, to work with. Also with Airbus, another incredible project that we worked on where we built an AI system to help with the refueling in air of fighter jets. So if you think about that as a problem, you've got a plane full of aviation fuel and a fighter jet and an AI system controlling and linking those two things together. Real world, complex problems. Now you can think about the kind of the safety scope and those problems, and they're big and out there. But that's actually now changing. We're seeing that in the kinds of projects that we're working on. And it just so happens that Omar, his incredible piece of technology, is playing on the video as I pick this up. This is an incredible piece of technology. Omar from Clio, thank you very much for bringing us to have a look at this. Unfortunately, we can't fly it in here. I would have loved to have done that. Not because it isn't safe, because you can see it flying around people. It's designed to be around people. It's designed to be around sensitive equipment. It's designed to do inspections in factories, in difficult environments. It has a whole different kind of feel to it than drones normally, in that we're not used to getting close to drones or having them work alongside us. These are the kinds of applications people are starting to build and starting to bring to market. And it changes what we have to do as technologists in terms of the tools that we need to give people like Omar and automotive guys and everybody in order to be able to build these safe applications. So from our point of view, from CoreAVI, we're delighted to be part of this new ecosystem. One of the innovative companies trying to build tools, trying to bring safe, autonomous technologies to all of the people in this room so that you guys can innovate and build new product and build the future that we're going to enjoy as part of this age of autonomy. I believe you've all been handed some beautiful CoreAVI looking drinks. Tammy mixed these herself, so do you want me to go first to make sure you're all okay with this? Well, just a toast to say thank you for coming, welcome, and to the innovators of the age of autonomy. Thank you, everybody. Cheers. And please enjoy getting back to networking. Thank you.